teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas, as we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Bruins offense making their way on the field to open this game. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk, and that means one team when a conference championship is rested, the other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
Second down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Gee. Swarm for the pass rush.
Just complete domination here by this Auburn defensive lineman, able to come up with that sack. And just think about it over the years since you and I have been doing college football, going way back to guys that Auburn's had, like Andre Bruce, such an electrifying pass rusher off the edge. Tracy Rocker, more from the inside. Nick Fairley, another guy that can dominate. Boy, Auburn's had some great ones.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! Takes it to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. And the Bruins have first and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long with 1:53. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's got it! A diving catch way downfield. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. Looking to score with a run to the right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
They're going to throw on third and goal. Caught near the goal line. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Red kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Tigers offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. It was a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Blocked by the receiver. Great defensive play, tackled quickly. Not much of a gain.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Pulls it in. It's sharp. We get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. They bring the punter onto the field now. And here's the return. McCovert seemed able to bring the return to the ground. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. And now the first play of this drive, they'll begin at the 36. They'll begin with a quick throw to the left. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Scanning the field. It's Gee. Pass not complete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Defense not pressing this time. On third down, he drops to throw. That's reeled in. It's Daniels. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The Bruins will bring their punt team on the field now. And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. So the offense begins this drive backed up at the 4-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Turner. We stop him at the 22. That's important breathing room on this drive. Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's sharp. They bring it down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Makes the grab. It's sharp. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
And it's UCLA on top here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the handoff. And And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you start to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Oh, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. 7th play of the drive coming up. Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at 17. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Here's a throw underneath the back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to throw it again. He flips it to the back across the middle. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
And this defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force him to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Quite get there, brought down at the 2. 2nd down and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now on the 25. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tough running to avoid a loss and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
2nd down after that previous play. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Looking downfield, it's Gee. He stays alive. Both run tackle, but couldn't escape, driving for a sack. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Can't hold on. Defensive play brings up a 4th down. The Bruins will line up to boot it away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's taken right around the 35. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Gets the first and still running. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Back in motion now. Ball handed off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Can he make it to the marker? Make the stop. That moves the football to the 16. It'll be 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Great cut. They whiff on him. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Now the important point after attempt. Extra point makes the lead 11. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and once the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. No press here. The defense backing away. And now the handoff. Sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
As the first down is still going. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Timeout, UCLA.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. To the air. It's Gee. And that one's incomplete, with just 7 seconds left on the clock. Second down after the incompletion. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made, and he'll run out of bounds and pick it up a few yards on the play.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. Able to convert on 3rd. Sets him up now. 1st down to the 22. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. And the Bruins will kick this away to begin the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay game of offense.
Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Give it to the big fullback here. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Man, that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Important second down play coming up. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. We finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Snags a quick throw. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they hand it off to the back.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held it just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Throwing off play action. Looking deep down the left side. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up 3rd down. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. That picks up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 39. A new set of downs after that completion. Back to pass. It's Gee. Bringing pressure. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
A great job up front by this Auburn defensive lineman. Look at that rare combination of defensive linemen you see often in the SEC, where they have great size and power, but incredible quickness.
They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the quarterback keeps it here. With juke to get free. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Bruins will have to kick it away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Now it's second down here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Stop right there at the line, no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Looking to pass here on second down. A deep shot to the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
You know, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I would keep looking to throw the ball downfield. These receivers are too talented, and this quarterback has an ability to get into a rhythm, and eventually they're going to hit some big plays.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
No, kick it away here. He's going to try to return the punt. And the return man runs out of bounds. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Back to pass. It's Gee. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. That one play has flipped field position. First down to the opponent's 44. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He lets it go on the move. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but that's enough for a first down. The clock runs down here in the third quarter. And it's Auburn in front as you take a break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. The quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. Under pressure, just lets it go. Just flings it out of bounds with the pass rush closing in. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Caught near the sticks. It's sharp. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Looking for the wide out. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. Great connection there for 6 points.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass. It's Gee. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. A completion makes it second and medium. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And it's good for a first down to the 36. A new set of downs after that completion.
First down for the offense.
Makes a quick catch. Running through the tackle. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The Bruins looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Oh, they trapped him for a sack. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop.
At this point in the game, you're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Leaning on the run game here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50+.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. The first play of the drive now from the 25. still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go on the keeper.
Running back has it on the screen now. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back, and I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a player.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Can't connect on the long throw. Incomplete, a 4th down stop. And the Auburn offense tries back onto the field. The offense is set up with excellent field position. Keeping it on the ground here. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the league. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
He's got it near the end zone. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
It's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away.
Touchdown, Auburn. This offense cannot be stopped.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back. It's Gee. Grab down the middle. It's Daniels. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Moves out of the pocket. He gets the first and still going. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.